Hello everybody, this is Attila339 bringing you another League of Legends commentary on 5v5 Summoner's Rift. This game is a normal game, and as far as I'm informed, there are 4 people pre-made on both of the teams, so this might be a pretty team strategy oriented game. And it's not like a solo queue game where everybody doesn't know what the other guy is going to do when they play really, like Rambo style. This is going to be a team-oriented game, and this is where League of Legends truly shines. So, blue team has Akali top, as it would seem, Vayne Soraka bottom, a very interesting combo, I might add, Veigar mid, and a Lee Sin jungle. As you can see, Riven for purple team did disconnect. We have Tristana standing around as well, so this might not be a very good thing. We have, on the purple team, we have Tristana AD bottom, along with I don't know who, most likely Shen, I guess. So Shen's going to be the support of the team. Jax is going to be the jungler. Riven was supposed to be top, and the Annie will go middle. So both teams are prepping for the pulls, and it's only a couple of seconds till the wolf spawn for both of the teams, and Lee Sin will be helped by Akali, and Jax will be helped by Annie and Shen. Shen should just really go top lane. This is not a very good start for purple team. They have 2 disconnected / AFK players, and this is not good. We have Riven disconnecting once again. So, as far as we know, this is going to be a very bad early game for purple team. In any case, we have a pretty successful pull for both teams. However, Lee Sin is kind of low in this situation. He did pick the Q and E spell instead of a W and E, which would have prevented a lot of damage and allowed him to get his health back, at least a portion of his health back. It's really nice to see an old school mid lane setup. Veigar and Annie were arch enemies pretty long time ago, and it's really nice to see this mid lane composition working again. In any case, as I mentioned, Shen is going top lane, and Tristana did reconnect. She just grabbed a 4th pot, and she is going to be on her way. Riven did not reconnect yet, so she's going to be behind this Akali. In any case, there goes the taunt on Akali. Akali does have Twilight Shroud, but she's going to be stunned, but they don't know it. So just warding off any locations. Why are they not in the brush? Akali can use the brush, and there goes the epic juke, and there goes the ghost from Jax. This will most certainly be a pickup on Akali. Jax's counter-strike is a couple of seconds down. Akali does have her flash up, and she's going to flash away. And there goes the flash from Shen, and this is going to be a first blood for purple team. A pickup on Akali, and Jax did end up picking up the kill, and this is going to be a pretty good position for top lane to, just sort of get back in the game if Riven decides to reconnect. I also have been running into issues playing this game after the last patch. You kinda need to update the LoL replay, and Tristana is in a rough position. She'll have to jump out. And as I mentioned, LoL replay needed to be updated after the last patch, the Jace patch, so that League of Legends can work correctly. It wasn't very, pleasant to have your game freeze just every game or so. So if you did not update your LoL replay client after the patch and you are experiencing issues with League of Legends, I recommend you update LoL replay. It did help, and this Jax is dead meat. 10 HP for Jax. Absolutely lucky. Now, that was very close. If Jax would have died, that would have been a catastrophical event. Lee Sin will try to gank Annie. Tristana's holding in here. She is getting poked by Vayne. And this Riven Still AFK, you know, it's not a very good day for League of Legends, I guess. I did play solo queue today twice and uh, lost both of the games due to a lever. It wasn't very funny. But in any case, hopefully this will not be the case. Both of these teams are ranged, so they know that they need to hold their lanes. The position is not critical. Shen is a good top lane champion, and he will be able to hold Akali back, especially since Akali is 1 kill down. Tristana's holding in there. You know, bottom lane is in a pretty rough spot, but Tristana's actually out CSing this Vayne. And there goes the gank on bottom lane. This is going to be a stun on Vayne. Actually, no, on Soraka. Tristana did pick up the kill. I don't know why Jax disengaged. That was kind of a misplay. And there goes the jump. And that could have been almost a guaranteed kill right there. Jax does not have his or does he? Just a bit more damage, and one of these guys will fall. They will most likely disengage and just get those minions and push the wave down. In any case, Shen is in a pretty good spot. He is defending versus Akali fairly well. It's really fun to see two ninjas in one lane, but usually it goes a bit differently. Shen will most likely win the early game against Akali, but Akali will win in the mid game and the end game, just because Shen, well, natively does not have a lot of damage, and he is mostly used as a tank, split pusher, support type of character. Akali is basically full out damage assassin, and she does fulfill her role pretty well. She does fall out in the end game, but in the early game and mid game, especially if she got a kill or two, she's an absolute beast in her lane. So you have to play extra careful. And there goes the engage. And this is gonna be a stun, but it's gonna be a stun behind the tower. There's nothing. Oh, and actually, I think this Akali might die again, but no, Shen is just not high enough HP to do anything against this, and Akali does not have the Twilight Shroud. For some apparent reason, Jax is maxing his E ability, his Counter Strike. Don't know if that's any good, but oh, Shen is going super low right here. The Ignite will finish him off, and this Shen will fall. That was a misplay by Shen, and this Jax might even die as well. Akali does not have her Mark of the Assassin ready, and Jax, there goes the Jax, and there goes 2 kills on this Akali. Very well played by Akali. A ton of misplays by Shen and Jax, just giving away the advantage. Let's remember, you know, Riven is still DC, and this is not looking good for purple team. They're only equal in the score, and when Riven will get back into the lane, into the laning phase, she'll probably have to go bottom lane, stick with Tristana, and just hope for the best. Hope for the fact that, you know, Vayne will not assassinate her every single time she returns into lane. In any case, mid lane does look passive, and he does have a pretty good pool of mana, but Veigar does have his passive, and he will restore his mana very, very fast. Lee Sin again with the blue buff. No blue buff on Veigar, and no blue buff on mid lane as well. Interesting. So this is a blue buff on both of the junglers. Not really sure why Lee Sin took the blue buff. He does use energy and not mana, and this could have been some kind of gank, but just too far, and a bit of miscommunication will make this gank fail. In any case, it's a pretty good and solid attempt to play. So we have an absolutely equal score in both of the teams. 10,000 gold, 2 kills on the board for both teams, and you know it's It's gonna be interesting, if Riven were to reconnect right now, she could potentially get back in the game before anything super important happens. It's only the 10th minute mark. You can get back into the game pretty easily. But it's not gonna be the easiest thing ever done in League of Legends, but it's still not gonna be super, super hard. If your team can protect you for long enough, which, considering the fact that the majority of this team is from both of these teams are pre-made, so this might not be a very hard task to accomplish. So we have Lee Sin just hanging around, probably waiting for a ganking opportunity on this Annie, but let's remember, this Veigar opted for Sorcerer Shoes, and he does not have enough mana to do absolutely anything. He did level up, however, got a bunch of mana back, and this Lee Sin might go around, and there goes another disconnect notification, and I missed this kill completely on Shen. As I said, Akali is a very, very, very dangerous champion to play against, especially when she has a bunch of kills. And there goes, she has 3 marks of the assassin, and she will burst Shen down, no problem. Marks of the assassin allow you to be a very, very mobile assassin. And there goes Jax wanting to get revenge on this Akali. This might be a good, and he does see her because of the turret. He will be able to chase her, and this is almost a guaranteed kill. And there goes the shutdown on Akali. Shutdown from a 3-kill killing spree. He does get a bit of bonus gold, but I'm not really sure if that's gonna be enough to get back in the game and compensate for the fact that they have no top laner. Well, they have Shen, but their main top laner was supposed to be Riven. Why, Riven? Why? Why did you have to ruin this absolutely brilliant game? Maybe it's not ruined yet. Who knows? There goes a bunch of aggression on this Tristana. Bit of lag here. And this might be... actually, Tristana held that pretty well. I was kind of surprised that, blue team did not do more damage. That could have been a very, very nice dive. Soraka could have put the heal on Lee Sin. And I missed another kill completely. Sorry about that. I've got to jump back 15 seconds. Jax is in the brush. And this is going to be a pickup on Veigar. So there goes the Blinken into Tibbers, and there goes a ton of damage. Jax is getting fed nicely. 3-1-1, 42 last hits, and considering he's the jungler, that's pretty good. And considering the fact that he's ganking, of course. He's probably the MVP of the game. Nope. The MVP of the game is Akali, with 65 last hits, 3 kills, and 2 deaths. Akali is going for the Hextech Gunblade. That's a very, very good item for Akali. Does give her the extra damage and survivability in team fights and small skirmishes. And this is going to be a bunch of damage on this Vayne. There goes the Soraka ultimate that was recently nerfed. And there goes a bunch of damage with 3 or 4 flashes. And this is going to be a tower dive on this Soraka, and there goes a double kill for Tristana, barely having enough mana to escape. And purple team's back in the game. They have 1.2k lead, and they have 3 more kills on the scoreboard. This is beginning to be interesting, gentlemen, and hopefully we'll get something out of this game after all. In any case, top lane is barely holding because Shen is not a very good champion to counter Akali. Akali gets a couple of kills, and she's an unstoppable force that can only be stopped in the end game or the mid game if you focus her down in the team fights. In the meantime, Tristana with the 3 kills, deciding to go for wards since she does understand that, well, they have no ward coverage because the support is actually top lane, and their top lane is actually DC'd. So, to be honest, Tristana is just trying to fill in the gaps. This is still a 4v5 game for purple team. They still have a disadvantage, and the farther this game goes, the harder for them is. It's going to be harder for them to come back into the game 4v5 victories are possible. Hard but possible, and I missed another kill on Lee Sin because I was distracted by Vayne's ultimate on the minions. And there goes Lee Sin. A bunch of damage. There goes a stun stack. And Veigar stun's not going to be enough to kill him. And this Veigar is just he cannot do anything else. And, well, I don't know. This game is currently going purple team's way, but you know they do have one DC character. I cannot stress this enough. And there goes an attempt to gank on Jax. Will that be enough? Hopefully it will. A bunch of damage on this Vayne. It's going to be enough to kill her. I hope so. There's the ward and one more attack. Who has the higher speed? Tristana has the higher speed. One more auto attack and she's history. She stopped for a second and there goes Vayne. So Vayne's in a rough spot, you know. 4v5 and purple team is holding ground fairly well. In any case, this is not over. This is the 15.5-minute mark, and this game can go either way. So we have Lee Sin just grabbing his own red buff. Red buff on Lee Sin is a very powerful neutral buff because his ganks just get so much better. And this might be an engage on Akali. Akali's going to burst Shen down easily. But there goes the Jax. Was not in range to pop his stun. Was not able to save Shen's life. And Jax is just going to camp in this brush and hope that he will catch Akali off guard. And this is exactly what happened. Jax will destroy Akali, and this is the 5th kill for Jax. He's doing so well, and so is Tristana. Purple team got 2 of their primary carries fed in the early game, and that means that they will be at a pretty good advantage in those team fights and or small skirmishes, because Jax is such a great character in endgame. So is Tristana. Both capable of single-handedly carrying a team, and if you have 2 hyper carries in the endgame, you're in for a good deal, especially if you can protect them long enough, especially if it's just in Tristana's case. And this is gonna probably be a pretty good actually no, Tristana used her heal and she's okay. Almost thought that Tristana's gonna die right there. And so far so good. Tristana is holding her own, 100 CS. She is out CSing Vayne, and she has 4 more kills than in comparison to Vayne, so it's very good. Jax is pushing this lane super heavily. Akali and Lee Sin are going to double team Jax. Jax will not be capable of double teaming 1v2ing these guys, but he will be able to jump away on those creeps. Don't know if he's going to be able to survive. I doubt it, because, well, Akali does have 1 more mark of the assassin. She's gonna proc it, and actually the jukes, but it's gonna be a stunned. And actually, no, I almost thought that Jax was gonna get away, but Lee Sin lands the final spell. There goes Shen on bottom lane. There goes a bunch of damage. It is lagging a bit, is it not? And we just have a bunch of damage on both of these guys. Shen is trying to ult on Tristana. Tristana just barely surviving with less than 20 HP. I saw it go down to 11 HP. And yeah, we're going in a very good spot for purple team. They blue team cannot destroy purple team's AD carry, which might end up being the reason why they'll lose the team fights. In the meantime, Akali did pick up the top turret. She's gonna be interrupted with by the golem. Nice job, golem. Shen is pretty low, and Shen is probably gonna go jungle mode, because I do see Jax staying in there. Jax is a pretty good counter to Akali. However, he could benefit from a better summoner spell set, but no wonder, you know, he was the jungle for this team for the entire early game. And they just saw that, well, Shen is not going to be able to do anything versus that Akali, so why not switch with Jax? Shen is a pretty slow jungler, but he's better than nothing, I guess. And so far, so good. They're going to probably hold this lane game. So far, no attempts at taking Dragon. It's almost the 20-minute mark. No attempts on Dragon. Blue team should really... I am sure that blue team does know that these guys are 4v5. And Akali is prepping for a gank on this Tristana. The blue team is just pushing the wave. Vayne is just AFK standing around doing nothing. And Tristana is silenced. She cannot jump away. She needs to push away all of her assassins, but it is not available. She could not escape from that wonderful combo. There goes the second tower. And I don't know, you know, blue team's regaining their advantage. Vayne is kind of just standing around doing nothing. Maybe she decided to say, you know, let's do the status quo thing. And there goes another disconnect by Riven. Riven shouldn't just... She's trying to get back into the game, but it's not good enough. And there goes a massive burst on Lee Sin, the blind monk. And will he be able to escape? No! And he picks up her first kill on the game, in the game. And there goes the second assist for Shen. Jax, in the meantime, is split pushing like a monster. There goes the second turret. And purple team's back in this game. They were leading the game by 800 gold. They have exact same number of towers and 4 more kills on the scoreboard. That Veigar has nothing on the Jax. So this is why Jax is such a great champion. He gets those kills, he gets that attack speed, and he becomes such a great split push threat. This is why a lot of people like Jax in the top lane. He is just such a wonderful pick. He can't be counterpicked, but there's not a lot of characters that can just handle Jax. If you want to counterpick Jax, I'd suggest Malphite. He is the biggest threat for any attack speed, lifesteal oriented tanky DPS like Jax. Malphite's skill set really benefits him. He does have a better lane presence if he can control his passive correctly. So far, you know, Annie died recently and the advantage kind of diminished, but you know, purple team's hanging in there. They're 4v5. And there goes the first ping on Dragon. Purple team do not know whether or not Dragon is up or down. Is he alive or dead? But I think this might be a very nice pickup for purple team. There goes the ward, and this might be a very, very good situation. Dragon is focusing Lee Sin right now. He is gonna die. Shen, no, Tristana does die as well. Who's the Dragon focusing now? I don't know. There comes a bunch of damage from the Annie. There goes the kill for Vayne. Jax drops down, and blue team took the Dragon and took out 3 kills for 2 deaths. So since Dragon is sort of worth 2 kills, so they're basically 2 for 5 exchange. Not the best thing you can do. This was not a very good team fight for purple team. Blue team swarmed them. I think at one point the team fight was 3v5, so purple team had a really bad engagement. For a small period of time, I actually thought that purple team could win that engagement. It seems that Jax and Tristana are just not powerful enough. This Akali is performing her task fairly well, and the task is quite simply to kill the AD carry and to prevent the AD carry from completely ravaging the team. It's cool for Vayne. She got the double kill that team fight. She's going for the Bloodthirster Zeal build. Rarely do I see Bloodthirster Zeal, and I mostly see Berserker Greave Zeal into Infinity Edge for the extra movement speed and kite ability. Vayne's base movement speed is pretty low, so a lot of people like that Zeal on her. Yeah, she did get the Zeal, so with the Zeal and with the Berserker Greaves, Vayne is going for a 400 movement speed. That's about the speed what a bruiser gets. Akali has a 395. Range ADs usually get the lower movement speed. For example, Tristana has Berserker Greaves. She has 374 movement speed. She does have the masteries that increase her movement speed. You can tell from the uneven number. And this Veigar is super aggressive, but there goes the engage on Lee Sin. Tristana dropping super low, and in the meantime, Jax did pick up Veigar, but this might be a double kill for Lee Sin right here. Or, no, he just does not decide to engage. Jax falls to Vayne, and this Shen is just not capable of doing anything. Riven still disconnected. I wonder how this game would have went if Riven was connected. This game would probably went purple team's way because they're holding their ground very well. And there goes the jump in, and this might be a kill on Akali. Akali just murdering. Tristana needed to use her E ability to reduce the healing effects of this Akali because she didn't have Soraka. She does have her Hextech Gunblade, and she's going to be healing up for a bunch of damage. Shen, Annie, Jax are holding in, trying to hold the base, and so far blue team's leading the game. They have 2 more turrets destroyed. They have 3,000 gold advantage, and purple team is going to lose this blue buff, or will they? And they will. And there goes the fast engage on this Jax. This might be an interesting team fight, but it's not gonna go purple team's way. Or is it? Veigar dropping super fast. Lee Sin might follow. Annie double kill, but Akali picks up Annie in the meantime. Nobody's gonna focus Tristana. There goes the shutdown on to Akali. And this might be an ace. Actually, no, it's not an ace because Soraka is there. But this was a 2-for-4 exchange for purple team. Purple team are back in the game. This was a very poor engage. Blue team should have not engaged on that team fight. You know, they had 2 people low, and it's just not enough. Akali does have the amazing sustain, but let's remember that, you know, she is an AP assassin. Her sustainability is not as high as, for example, Jax is. And Jax is going for the Hextech Gunblade as well. When he gets that, and he is probably going to go for Ginsu's Rage Blade or something along those lines. He's going to be an absolute beast. Blue team pings Baron. They're probably going to ward it. I wouldn't be surprised if the Soraka is going to ward it. Probably going to go a pink ward. Yes, it is. It's a pink ward. And I don't know. I think I have chat disabled for the spectator mode. Don't really remember how to enable it. You could have enabled it somehow. I don't remember how now. Could have seen when is the dragon going to respawn, but it's probably going to respawn really soon. The last dragon team fight went blue team's way. Purple team did lose that team fight in a pretty big margin. Since the dragon is sort of worth 2 kills, and you know, blue team killed 3 members of purple team and they lost only 2. That was a sort of a 2-for-5 exchange last time. Let's see how the next dragon fight will go. And this is a stun on Jax. Jax is out of position. He's going to be destroyed here. And blue team is doing whatever they can to win this game. They know that Jax is their primary carry and that Jax is the primary damage output and the primary threat against Akali, against Lee Sin, against Vayne, against every single member of blue team. And blue team is just doing everything they can to abuse the advantage that they're 5v4, that they have a solid team fight, and they're gonna go for this team fight as well. This is 5v3. Akali's just gonna murder Annie, and Annie didn't murder Soraka, but this Akali is gonna pick up Shen. This is gonna be an ace, even though it doesn't say so. Purple team is in a big disadvantage right now. Well, not like big. They're only 4,000 gold behind, but there is basically nothing purple team can do to stop this train, and actually blue team is going for the finish here. This is not gonna go very well, and this might be a surrender for purple team. Who knows? This game will end soon, I believe, because, well, there's just not enough damage to stop this train of death. There goes a bunch of damage, and will purple team manage to survive just a couple more seconds? Highly doubtful. There drops Annie. She could not drop Tibbers, and this is GG. Hopefully you enjoyed this commentary, guys. This was quite an uneven game, but it was a pretty good game to commentate, because this was a 5v4 struggle, 4v5 struggle, sorry. And purple team did their best, but their best was just not enough. So if you like these kinds of commentaries, please rate, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you guys on my other videos. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.